There are many reasons we need to save money. If you are buying a house, if you are saving for your emergency fund, which we all should be doing, if you are saving for a down payment to purchase your car, if you are saving to pay off your debt faster, if you are saving to invest, if you want to go on a trip, for a wedding, for Christmas, for your kids' college fund, for a birthday, the list goes on and on and on. Whatever the reason is that you need to save, today I want to share with you some easy saving hacks that actually work, no matter what your income is. And no, I won't be sharing stuff like only flush the toilet once a week, use a cloth to wipe, or use one light bulb throughout your entire house. But if you are doing those things, you know, I'm not gonna knock you. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. I'm just gonna share the things that have been helping us to save literally thousands over the last 2 months. I'm just trying to make sure we all walk into this new year with some money in our pocket. So if you are ready to start saving, make sure you hit that like button first, and then don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Money coming, money go. I've been at it on the low.
Double up.
What's up, guys? This is Monique and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, thanks so much for stopping by, but don't just be a stranger. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the family, because here we go everywhere in life together, and all we do is win. Like I always say, we are still on our money series, where for every single Sunday for the rest of the year, we will be talking money topics. From how to make money, how to fix your credit, all things YouTube, and now how to save this money. And I do want you to know, every single tip may not work for you, but I can guarantee somewhere throughout this video, you're gonna find something where you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. So you don't wanna click off. Make sure you watch the entire thing. And let's get right into it. So the first hack, trick, thing, tip, whatever you want to term it, the first thing that we do to save money is we do what we call a 24-hour hold. So what that basically means is, if we are out shopping and we see something we love, we feel like we just have to have it, we do not buy that thing for 24 hours. We just let that time pass, let it marinate, let it sit with us for a bit, and then we revisit it on the next day. And some of the things we ask ourselves is it worth this money? Do we really need this? And the last most important thing we ask, do we prefer to spend money on this, or do we prefer to pay ourselves this money? It's basically like you are playing deal or no deal with yourself. So if we decide, you know what, I prefer to be paid, then we go ahead on, we take the amount of whatever that item was and we deposit it into our savings account. And it's as simple as that. Now, we do set a certain amount that we like to do this for, which is like anything that's over $20. However, if you feel like I just want to do this for anything that's $1 or more, then you do whatever works for you. This has helped us save a lot of money. The next thing that has helped us to save money is we canceled every single subscription we do not use, and some of them that we do. We basically just wrote out an entire list of every single membership that we have and the amount that it costs. And then we went through and we marked it as a keeper, consider, and let it go. The things that we let go are things that we're just like, you know what, I have not even used this thing in a month, 2 months, 3 months. It's time to cut it off. The things that we consider are things that maybe we used once that month, but not often. And we don't see ourselves using it that often in the future either. And when I say consider, that means that we really thought about, you know, do we prefer to keep investing into this company that we're not really using but once a month, or do we want to invest in ourselves? And that's what we consider. And the things we just keep is things that we use on a daily basis, or something that we really like. So after we decide all the things we are going to let go, we take the total of that, we cancel those things, and then whatever that total amount is, we deposit that into our savings account every month. You'll be surprised how much you are saving on that gym membership that you have not used in the past 3 months. Now, the next thing that is on my little list here is that we stopped paying other people to groom us. Basically, when we're trying to save big time, Kelvin cuts his own hair, I do my own hair, we leave it at that. Like my husband, he would get his hair cut every 2 weeks, and that's $40 a cut. That's $80 a month that could be going into your savings account. Now, some of you may be looking at me like, girl, Monique, now you know I definitely cannot be doing my own hair, because I'll be walking around looking like I don't know what. I have a solution for you too. What you can do is you can find the nearest cosmetology school, and you can go there and you can get one of those students to do your hair at a discounted price. That will save you tons of money. And whatever you save, what we do, put it into the savings account. If you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead on and hit that like button. So the next thing that we do to save money is we take a spending break. You know, in life, we need breaks from a lot of things, and spending is one of them. So one day a week, we decide, you know what, we're not going to spend any money on anything. Of course, unless it's an emergency, like we in the middle of the street about to run out of gas, we need it. However, we make sure we go ahead on and fill up our gas tank. We make sure we get all the groceries we need. We make sure we get whatever we need the days before. And on that day, we do not spend anything. You can do this once a week. You can do this an entire week. You can do this an entire month. You just have to decide what works for you. Some people, instead of saying, I won't spend anything on this one day, they decide I'll only spend something on this one day. And for the rest of the days, they don't spend any money. At the end of the day, it's always what works for you. So the next thing you can do is start cooking at home and stop buying fast food. So when I look closely at my spending habits, 1 month, I saw that we spent $400 to $500. Yes, I said $400 to $500 on fast food alone. That's a lot of money that we can be putting into our savings account instead. And if you are a person who just absolutely love going out to eat, like that's just where you get your joy and peace. Of course, I always say you have to do what makes you happy, but try to limit it too, because I'm more than sure having a large amount in your savings account will make you happy as well. So at least try to do it once a month if you just have to. And you don't want to just stop eating out, but you also want to plan your meals, because when you know what you're going to eat, you are less likely to spend, and you're less likely to run into those situations to where you lost track of time and now you're starving and you don't have the time or energy to go home and cook a meal. So next thing you know, you look up and they saying, can I take your order? Because you are in the McDonald's line and you about to get that Big Mac with extra Mac sauce, a small fry, and a large Coke with light ice. Being prepared will definitely save you money. And while we are on the topic of eating, another thing that you can do to help save money is make sure when you go grocery shopping, you have a list and you abide by the list. It's not nothing to just make the list. You got to only get what's on the list. For myself, you know, I always speak on Monique's behalf. For me, every time I go to the store, or I used to go to the store because I've gotten much better now, I would always leave with more than what I went there for. So having that list kind of, you know, snaps you back into reality. Like, don't get it. Don't you touch that thing right there. Just stick to your list. Get in here and get out. It's like a mission that you're going on when you go to the store. The motto for this is, if it's not on the list, you must resist. One of the most helpful things that I feel like you can do to save more money is actually make more money. Yes, you can get yourself a side hustle, and whatever you make, you can save. And I know that's easier said than done, but then again, I just recently did a video on the easiest side hustle that you can start right now for absolutely no money. Make sure you check that video out, but not right now. Continue to watch this entire video and also like this video, and then you can go check it out. I'll drop that down in the description as well. But if you bring in more money, you'll be able to save more money. It's as simple as that. And you don't have to just do online stuff. You can always go and do something like Uber. You can go and deliver stuff for Amazon, or deliver, you know, do the, what is it, the Instacart. There's like a lot of little different ways that you can get your hustle on. So the next thing that really helped me out as well is checking my bank account every single morning. Getting into the habit of doing that every day will help to keep you on track and make sure you know what's in your bank account, what's basically going on with your funds, and you don't get things like those non-sufficient charges because you thought you had this in there and you thought AT&T or Cox Cable or whatever bill you paid took their money out, but they didn't, and now you're in trouble. So because while I do support donating, I do support giving back. I'm very big on that. One place I do not want to donate is to Chase Bank, Capital One Bank, or any other bank, that $34 non-sufficient charge. All right, I'd rather keep that in my pocket or give it away before I give it to them. So another thing that I do that helps to control my spending is if I am going somewhere and I know I don't want to spend money, I leave my credit card at home or my debit card at home. I would say leave it in the car, but it's nothing to turn around and walk back to the car and like, oh, let me go and get that. So I would leave it at home. Of course, you have like emergency $20 or something on you just in case you run into a bind, but that will prevent you from swiping that card when you really don't want to. All right, y'all, I know we've been talking about a lot, but I wanted to offer you a lot of different options because of the fact that, like I said, not everything works for everybody, but you get to pick what works for you. And the last thing that I want to share is something that I've shared already, something that we've been doing, and that is doing the envelope savings method. On September 12th, we started a 100-day savings challenge. So every single day for 100 days, we pull an envelope, and whatever amount is on that envelope is how much money we save for that day. Now, saving every day has kind of been fun for me, and all of the tips that I shared previously are things that has been helping me to be able to do it. And I've shared this with you guys already, so if you want to see that video, make sure you click it up here to check it out. Alright guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that button and turn on that notification bell so that every time we upload a video, YouTube will let you know. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, we are out. Peace.